All right, man. I'm up early. I'm up early right now because I gotta get some shit done. But I saw some shit that I saw some that kind of I've been paying attention to it since yesterday. Some told me to just look this up, but it's a list of patents. It's a list of patents from Andrew Fauci. I mean, from Anthony Fauci, Dr. Fauci. COVID-19 and shit. I was reading through his list of patents, and this is what this article says. I found this article. It says State of the Nation. I mean, it's not really too much to read, but it's a lot to read at the same time. It says patents by inventor Anthony Fauci. So the words call him an inventor, right? It says Anthony Fauci has filed for patents to protect the following inventions. This listing includes patent applications that are pending as well as patents that have already been granted by the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Hey, I'm a rapper and all that shit, but we're still human and shit. And I feel like niggas need to know what's going on, of course. You know what I'm saying? So I'm reading down this list. I'm not going to read everything on the list because there's a lot of different inventions. But this one specific one stood out to me, right? So it says patent number 6911527 abstract. This invention is the discovery of novel specific epitopes, whatever the fuck word that is, epitopes and antibodies associated with long-term survival of HIV-1 infections. These epitopes and antibodies have use in preparing vaccines for preventing HIV infection or for controlling progression to AIDS. So it says these epitopes and antibodies have use in preparing vaccines for preventing HIV or for controlling progression to AIDS. Controlling progression to AIDS. So says type a grant. It was a grant. He got a grant January 7th, 2000. Date of patent June 28th, 2005. Assignee the United States of America as represented by the Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services. Inventors Giuseppe Silla, some Chinese nigga. I think the name is Zuni Chen, Oren J. Cohen, and Anthony Fauci. So, what? This patent, it doesn't have the name of the product though. It just has the patent number, which is 6911527. I'm gonna read it one more time. This invention is the discovery of novel specific epitopes and antibodies associated with long-term survival of HIV-1 infections. These epitopes and antibodies have use in preparing vaccines for preventing HIV-1 or for controlling progression to AIDS. All right, so now I'm about to read the definition of progression. Progression, the act of progressing forward or onward movement, passing successfully from one member of a series to the next, succession, sequence, mathematics, a succession of quantities in which there is a constant relation between each member and the one succeeding it. Compare arithmetic progression, geometric progression, harmonic progression, music, the manner in which chords or melodic tunes follow one another, a succession of chords or tones. Astrology, any of a variety of methods of comparing the natal chart to subsequent planetary positions in order to establish an optimum time to accomplish things or to establish the probable time of an event or an occurrence. That you get the fucking picture, right? So you file for product. They don't have the name of the product. You know what I'm saying? Efficient. Hold up. What the fuck is this? Man. Hold the fuck up. All right, check it out. Efficient inhibition of HIV-1 viral entry through a novel fusion protein, including of CD4. Whoa. The fuck? Hold the fuck up, nigga. Fusion protein, including of CD4 patent application. Description, priority claim. Hold up, nigga. So I'm reading this out loud, and it sounded like this. It sounded like you created AIDS, nigga. HIV. Dr. Fauci, what the fuck you doing, nigga? Hold up, dog. Novel recombinant I gotta read all this shit. Polypeptides. Novel recombinant polypeptides are disclosed herein that include a CD4 polypeptide ligated at its C terminus with a portion of an immunoglobulin compromising a hinge region and a constant domain of a mammalian. The portion of the IgG is fused at its C terminus with the whatever. Why do they? You see all these stupid ass words they're using, man? Like, look, you see, I'm reading this shit. I'm reading this article, and I guess what I just read was the breakdown of the patent. The title says efficient inhibition of HIV-1 viral entry through a novel fusion protein, including of CD4. So, what? Viral entry through a novel fusion protein, including of CD4. Priority claim. This application claims the benefit of the U.S. provisions application filed October 25th. Field of the invention relates to the field of CD4 polypeptides, specifically to CD4 fusion protein of use in the treatment of an immunodeficiency virus infection such as HIV. Background of the invention. Man, I gotta read all this shit. Hold the fuck up. And oh, yo, what the fuck? So this is what scientists be typing up and looking at. Yo, they really got a list. This article, I gotta post this article, but this article, y'all need to fucking click that shit. I'm gonna put it in the bottom of my shit. I mean, I can get up here and talk about celebrity gossip. I can get up here and talk about my opinions on people. Nigga, this is what's going on. I think this is probably the most important thing. This is probably the most important thing. Like America, everything we're doing should be on hold right now until we get to the bottom of this shit. I just watched this Charleston White and Hassan Campbell joint, you know what I'm saying? And they saying everything I'm thinking. I'm thinking the same shit. Like, man, what's going on in our schools and in our home and outside on these streets? It's like, what are we doing out here? You know what I'm saying? We missing the point. Like, we just got hit with a whole man-made pandemic that's been created in the lab. Like, the pandemic that just happened, it didn't come from somebody eating a bat, my nigga. It came from somebody creating it in the lab. And I'm looking at a list of patents from Dr. Fauci. That's the main one that's been talking this whole time. And you know what I'm saying? That's like the time from the time the pandemic started up until now, Dr. Fauci is the one that's been giving us advice on wearing one mask, two masks, where we should go, what we should do, if we could go see our families or not. We've been doing everything based on what this motherfucker has been saying. And you look and see this nigga's creating, like he's getting patents for creating shit. You're creating proteins and different pills and potions that progresses the sickness. It says it on the document, man. It says it on the documentation. You heard me read that shit, and it said, look, I could read it again. The progression, my nigga. Proteins that lead to the progression of the sickness. Now it says, you know, like, man, like, come on, man. Dr. Fauci created AIDS, nigga. He probably sent the patent to get it created, gain of function research. We're going to make this shit more deadly and more transmissible. Everything that's hit us has been more deadly and more transmissible. If you think about the period of time between 1980 and right now, I was born in 89. You know what I'm saying? I was born in 89. But think about that time period when AIDS was hitting motherfuckers. And they had you thinking that it only hit certain people, like gay people and black people. Why they had so when they would you know what I'm saying, do they little commercials and shit trying to push their fucking poisons on niggas, like, you know, if you got AIDS, take this pill, you're gonna be all right. But side effects may include your kidneys falling out your ass. You know what I'm saying? Those pills and potions and shit. Those pills and fucking potions, man. Somewhere down the line, we've been bamboozled all across the board from the shit we was taught to the concept of, you know what I'm saying, bullying each other, gang culture and shit. Because the actual gangs right now is not building up the community. You know what I'm saying? We're not using it what it's designed for, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with these other niggas when I say, don't nobody want to see a bunch of 80-year-old niggas walking down the street drinking fucking Cristal and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to see that shit. Not right now. I need to hear some famous niggas talk about what's going on with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to look at all the niggas I looked up to. Like, I looked up to all these niggas, man. That's what made me want to be an MC, just growing up listening to these niggas lie to me. You know what I'm saying? I grew up listening to these niggas lie to me, man. It's like these niggas, I grew up listening to these niggas lie to me, and I thought it was okay to rap. Like, damn, man, maybe I could do it too, which I can because I'm a beast with the pen. My pen game mean as shit. But what's the point if I'm not, you know what I'm saying? What's the point if I'm not using my voice or my words to at least attack what's harming us? You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be perfect all the time, but it's going to come out, it's going to come. These niggas still, like Jim Jones and these niggas are still running around doing what they doing. Man, for real, I can't focus on these rap niggas at all. I can't even be mad at these niggas no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that's not going to get nobody nowhere. We got to come up with something what we doing. Like, we got to figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to figure out what's going on, dog. All these rappers, man, like, this rap shit is destroying the black community, man. I love the NWA just as much as the next man. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube's my favorite rapper. It's like one of my favorite rappers all the time, man. Scarface, Tupac, man. Biggie, Pastor Troy, man. And, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre. I listen to all of them. Brother Lynch Hung, man. Hey, all the rappers I looked up to, Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. I made my first purchase, nigga. The first CD I ever purchased with my own money. Like, a lot of the music I was buying was listening from my old heads, but I got my money. I got a little $20 allowance, and I went and bought that Bone Thugs East 99 joint. I was 16 years old. That was the first album I ever purchased with my own money. It was a Bone Thugs album, nigga, because I wanted to hear what the niggas were saying, and I listened to it. I went all the way through a few times, like, okay, this shit, I can give it this shit. This is my kind of shit, man. That's what molded me. Like, bumping Bone Thugs molded me to start thinking outside the box early. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to Bone Thugs early, 15, 16. That molded me to start thinking outside the box early. So everything that niggas is surprised about now, Bone Thugs was already talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Back, I was bumping Bone, and like these old head niggas been trying to tell us. It's like we had the generation of niggas trying to tell us what was up, and then once 2000 hit, we got swept away with the TLCs and the no scrubs and shit, the no scrubs and the no pigeons movement. I noticed the shift where they start talking, throwing shade at each other. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody started kind of getting a little Y2K-ish with the shit now. And now you look at it, look at us right now. You know what I'm saying? Look at what the fuck is going on. You can't even send your kids to school. You can't send your kid. I mean, I guess it's been like that the whole time, but now it seems like it's a lot more at stake. You can't even send your fucking kids to school, man, without worrying about the teacher kicking him in the fucking jaw or him getting caught up in the gangs and shit. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck do we expect our kids to even be able to function after this pandemic and this shit? We just like, go ahead, go to school, learn, get good grades, and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do we expect, if we couldn't even function in this shit? Like, we was out, all right, so when I was in school, the sniper was out, nigga. I'm in the DMV area, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the DMV area, man. I'm in Virginia. When I was outside, when I was in middle school, we had to live through the sniper and 9/11 and the shit getting hit. I mean, we was still kids, but we knew shit was going crazy, nigga. I was in the 7th grade looking at my teacher's butt, trying to see that ass, and then the towers got hit, and then next thing you know, we sit in the class. She got the TV on and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, man? This is like the 3rd day of school, nigga. This is like the 4th week. I mean, on the 2nd week of school, bro. I never liked going to school out here, man. I hated school my whole life, dog, because it didn't make sense. Like, what am I sitting here learning this shit for? What am I sitting in this classroom for, man? What are they teaching me? Some classes made sense, like my classes where I had to think. It made me use my brain and think about real life shit. But then classes like learning how, like algebra and geometry, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't give a fuck about that shit, man. Like, nigga, I never went to geometry in school. I remember they threatened to lock my father, not lock my, I guess truancy, they can lock you up for not going to class and shit. I never went to geometry, bro. I took it to summer school and barely passed it to summer school. I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about the fucking circumference of nothing, nigga. Get the fuck out my face. Short enough. Fast forward to today. I don't use that shit, nigga. I don't multiply letters. Algebra, you never, like, what the fuck am I multiplying letters for? Cuz X times Y is Z. What the fuck does that have to do with me surviving out here as a black man? What does that have to do with me surviving out here as a black man? They set us up for failure from the jump. And now everybody want to be a rapper, including myself, man. I love making music. It's like the only thing I'm good at. It's the only thing I can fucking do. And, it's the only way I can say exactly what I want to say without nobody trying to hush me, shut me up. I hate, like, it's like when you a black man, everybody else trying to hush you and shit. Like, shh, like, get the fuck out my face with that shit, nigga. Niggas trying to shut you up. Don't talk, nigga. Don't speak. Don't step out of line. Stay in line, man. Go get your shot, nigga. Go get your shot, nigga. A lot of us been forced to go get the shot. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't got to get shit, nigga. You ain't got to do shit you don't want to do. We free. We free. We went through life saying it's a free country. These niggas created a fucking virus. They created the fucking Fiji flew out this bitch. We free now, though, man. You can do what the fuck you want, man. And the only way it's really going to work is if we help each other get through it. We got to help our people get through it. We can't outcast our people like, man, I can't see you because you might be sick. You might be sick, so I'm never going to touch. I can never hold your hand again because I might catch it from you, man. Fuck that, nigga. If you got to go, I got to go. That's where, that's really where my head is at. Like, if my mother, my sister, my father's sick, I'm the man, fuck all that shit y'all talking about. I'm seeing my father, nigga. Y'all not doing for real, nigga. I'd rather him stay here. We'll take care of him here. My mother, we take care of her here. Fuck y'all niggas. I'm talking about you can't see the body. So they say 700,000 people passed away of COVID-19. Like, it's hit the 700,000 mark. Nigga, that's mass genocide, my nigga. That's mass genocide through biological warfare. That's Trump said that shit. And it was like, nah, it's not no biological war. They tried to talk to him like that's mass genocide through biological warfare. You could go to YouTube and Google Brian Paul and Anthony Fauci having a conversation about this shit and going back and forth about it. Gain of function research. Gain of function research. Money sent from the National Institute of Health to Wuhan lab in China to make the virus more transmissible and more deadly. Son, who else is in on it? We can't just throw Dr. Fauci under the bus. Biden's the president now. These niggas ain't disappear after this shit is over. Obama ain't disappear after nigga. When Ebola came out, what the fuck was Ebola, nigga? They swept it under the rug. Obama ain't just disappear. And like this nigga's back. Like, come on, son. All these niggas, Clinton, Bush. Do you notice every time something happen, they all pop up at the same time? Like, what? They all friends? So all y'all niggas is friends with each other? Fraternal order ass niggas? Fuck that going out shit, being outside. Everybody talking about they outside. Like, what you outside just getting sick? You getting poisoned, nigga? Some shit in the air. Motherfuckers like, don't be scared to go live your life, nigga. It's shit in the air, my nigga. What you doing? You outside playing in fucking COVID? We see them spraying the sky every day. They're spraying that shit over us every day, nigga. And niggas still talk about, I'm all shiny. We all shiny. You better take your ass to the house. Nigga, what the fuck you outside doing? You outside getting sick and murdered through the fucking air, nigga. Gain of function research, man. I kind of want to look up what other patents on here, man. I don't even feel like reading all this shit for real, dog. You use all these big words to throw you off, make you tired of reading it. Fucking. All right, look. I'm about to look something up. COVID, coronavirus. Let me see some. Coronavirus patent. Coronavirus patented by Bill Gates. What the fuck? What? Get the fuck out of here. Hold the fuck up, man. Let me see something. I know it's something on here that leads everything to everything. COVID-19 patent. But coronavirus isolated from humans. Hold up. So I found the article, right? National Library of Medicine. Patent summary. Coronavirus isolated from humans. Patent US 777-6521B1. Inventor Rhoda Paul, US. Anderson Larry, US. Bellini William, US. Bowen Michael, US. Burns. Oh, it's a whole list of niggas. What the fuck is this? 6 link chemicals. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, cuz. Nigga, they got all this information on here, nigga. Just there. Abstract. So this is a coronavirus isolated from humans patent. It says dates 2010, 2000, priority 2003, grant 2010. This web page summarizes information in PubChem about patent US, whatever. This including chemicals mentioned. All right, shut up. Disclosed herein is a newly isolated human coronavirus SARS-CoV. The causative agent of severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS. Severe acute respiratory syndrome. Also provided are the nucleic acid sequence of the SARS-CoV genome and the amino acid sequences of the SARS-CoV open reading frames. Why did they got son? They got information on all this shit. Like they got them in test tubes. Literally, they literally had this shit in test tubes, cuz. And they're just mixing shit in. They're just mixing up potions and distribute them as vaccine. Some potions go out as the sickness, and some goes out as the vaccination for the sickness. It's just like a computer virus, malware, spyware, all that shit. You got the hackers create the virus, my nigga, and then they sell the software to help fight the virus, bruh. It's a fucking scam. It's all a pyramid scheme, nigga. You know how niggas talk about pyramid scheme? This was a pyramid scheme. Niggas at the top got rich. Now we broke at the bottom. Countries running out of money, allegedly. They keep signing bills, but saying the country's running out of money. What the fuck going on? So is the country running out of money, or do they have the money? Because when they sign the bill, it sounds like they're getting the money. Like, all right, I got $6 billion for these niggas, $12 billion for these niggas, 16. Who's getting all this money? They just throwing out all these big numbers. Who's getting all this money, my nigga? Who's getting all the money, bruh? None of us on the bottom ain't getting none of that shit. They said $6 billion for Afghan refugees. Everybody know that Afghan refugees ain't getting that money, man. The fucking politicians and the jurisdictions that's housing those Afghan refugees are getting the money in their back pocket, and then the refugees gonna apply and get their little $1,200 check and get put in an apartment somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And we down here fucked up, broke, ain't got shit. And then broke don't always got to be financially. It could be a state of mind too. Mentally, we out here fucked up, broke. We could use a little bit of that 6.5 billion. All these niggas was out here dancing and marching and praying for Joe Biden. Dancing and marching and praying for Joe Biden. And this nigga's out here extorting us. He's extorting us, my nigga. He's extorting the American people, man. And nobody is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's people saying fuck Joe Biden, but it's not enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all trying to defend this nigga. And it hurts. Like, damn, you trying to defend this nigga? This nigga's hanging us out to dry. He hanging us out to dry. You defending this nigga? It's a motherfucking shame. It's a motherfucking shame, my nigga. It's a motherfucking shame, dog. It's a motherfucking shame, cuz. I'm going to go ahead and cut this shit off on that note, man. Y'all better start reading this shit. I'm putting that shit on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? The list. Let's see if I still got the list up. I'm going to put the list up on the bottom just in case you want to scroll through it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Shit, why not? Why not, man? Why not? But yeah, man. New music coming and all that shit. Hit that like and subscribe button. You know, I shouldn't have to say it twice.